Welcome to our podcast. This topic is something I personally lived through. Maybe you have too. We're going to talk about something simple but powerful. Why sometimes it's better to keep your dreams to yourself. You know that feeling when you get a new idea? Something you're really excited about. It lights you up inside. You start thinking of how it's gonna work, what steps to take, how big it could grow. And sometimes the first thing we want to do is tell someone, a friend, a sibling, a parent. We think, if I share this, they'll support me, they'll get it. But instead you hear things like, oh, that's cool. Or, are you sure this will work? Or worse, they just nod and change the subject. And just like that, your energy drops. The spark gets smaller. You start to second guess everything. Even though nothing actually changed, except the way someone responded. I remember one time I was working on a project that meant a lot to me. I'd been researching, planning, staying up late, imagining all the ways it could grow. I was proud of myself, really proud. And I thought, I'm gonna tell someone I trust, someone close. So I did, but the reply was short. They didn't ask questions. They didn't seem excited. And I remember sitting alone after that conversation, staring at my screen, feeling like, why don't they see what I see? Why didn't they feel how important this was to me? And slowly, I stopped working on it. Not because I wasn't capable, not because the idea wasn't good, but because their lack of reaction made me feel small. Sometimes people don't get your vision. Even the people who love you. They might care about you, but that doesn't mean they understand your ideas, because they don't see what's in your head. They don't see your potential. They haven't felt what you've felt. And sometimes people do see how strong your idea is, but that scares them. Because if you succeed, it makes them question why they never tried. Or why they stopped believing in their own dreams. And it's not always hate. Sometimes it's just fear. Sometimes it's their own insecurity showing up as advice. I started thinking of my dreams like seeds. When you plant something, you don't dig it up every day to show people. You water it. You let it grow quietly. You protect it from the cold, the wind, the noise. Your ideas are the same. They need peace. They need privacy. They need space to become strong. And when they're ready, they'll bloom. People will see. They'll be surprised. They'll ask, wait, when did you do all this? How did this happen? And you'll smile. Because you were building while they were watching other things. It feels better when they see the results, not the process. Not because you want to shock them, but because you didn't need their permission to begin. Some people are observers, not supporters. And that's okay. But you don't owe them front row seats to your effort. Let them see the outcome. Let them feel the moment when everything's real. Let your actions be louder than your announcements. And yes, I know what you're thinking. What about my best friend? My mom? My partner? Sometimes even those closest to you aren't meant to hold the vision with you. Not because they're bad, but because they're not you. You saw the dream. You felt it. You know what you're capable of. And that's enough. It doesn't mean you love them less. It just means you're protecting something special. So here's your reminder. You don't have to explain. You don't need everyone to understand. You don't need early applause. All you need is to keep going, to trust yourself, to build in silence. And one day you'll look back and be proud that you didn't wait for permission. You just did it. So until then, tell nobody. Thanks for listening. Protect your peace, build quietly, and show the world when you're ready.